And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Moca FC versus Nashville SC in the first leg of round one of the 2024 CONCACAF Champions Cup. Moca FC contra Nashville SC en la Copa Campeones de la CONCACAF Primera Ronda, Partido Ida. Big game tonight, of course, the last two of the first legs tonight. Nashville and Cincinnati both playing their games. So far, everybody on the catbird seat in this part of the first round is MLS. Everybody. All four teams from MLS who played this round have been on the catbird seat. We would probably guess that Nashville and Cincinnati will be on the catbird seat at the end of the night going into leg two for next week. How we doing, Henry? How we doing, Josh? So, starting 11s are as follows. For Moca FC, we have Pascual Ramirez. The back four, Kelvin Duran, Jonathan Cambindo, Enrique Echeverri, Carlos Russell. The midfield four of Clifford Thomas, Richard DeBas, Eduardo Montenegro, Victor Sanchez. And the front two of Gustavo Azcona and Juan Angeles. For Nashville SC, in goal, we have Joe Willis. The back four, Taylor Washington, Jack Meyer, Shaq Moore, Lucas McNaughton. Midfield three, Sean Davis, Annabelle Godoy, Drew Yearwood. And the front three, Sam Surridge, Tyler Boyd, and Hani Mukhtar. That is the starting 11. They're playing in the Dominican Republic tonight, Estadio Cibao. Of course, Moca, the Dominican team, the third place finishers in Caribbean Cup. That's how they got here. Nashville, of course, runners-up in Leagues Cup. In theory, Nashville should win this game pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but you get my point. But we're ready to go. One game of two tonight. This will all be over by 10, so that's a little bit better, I guess. 6 and 8. But Nashville versus Moca starts the night. Nashville probably should, with the way they play, they might have their best scoreline ever. It'll be an interesting situation to see, but I have a feeling. Timbers list for the big DP striker Cabecita's on it. There are a couple of names are unknown, but it seems like it's a very good list. I think no matter what, Portland's going to hit with their pick, though. Things look pretty good for y'all. They've done everything right this offseason. I'm not going to lie. It could have been way worse. Like, it legitimately could have gone way worse. Like the Timbers, like they were right about Phil Neville. And they've done everything right this offseason. So you know what? I trust Portland. They probably will make the playoffs again. Filled up Estadio Cibao for this game. I filled up Estadio Cibao for this game. Between Nashville and Moca. Moca wearing yellow, Nashville wearing their Johnny Cash kits. Let's go. Well, there you go. Lovely. Nashville wearing the Johnny Cash kits. Nice. So if they do win 6-0, they'll be wearing a fitting kit, I guess. Ha ha ha. Moca wearing yellow. We gonna find out, though. Referee tonight is Brian Lopez, the center ref tonight. They'll show those names later for the rest of the refs. See how much Nashville wins by. And let's also And let's also be clear on the fact that at 8 o'clock, it's not advertised double, because I didn't think of it, but Canada versus El Salvador in the W Gold Cup will be on Pluto, so Golazo Pluto, so I'll be watching both during the second game, just like how we did New England and Miami. So there you go. I'll still wear the green keeper kit for Cavalier, though. Teams are walking out. Here we go. A big upset hasn't been over 2 legs yet. Let's put it like that. We haven't had an over 2 legs big upset so far in this tournament. Oh, wait, no. Toluca Herediano. My bad. There we go. I was like, wait a second. No, Toluca Herediano. My bad. I was like, Esteli versus America was 1 leg, not both. Honestly, Toluca Herediano was 1 leg, but that 1 leg was enough for Herediano. Unlike Esteli. So technically, you know, but I guess it matters what happens at the end of the aggregate score, which is what makes it an upset. So far, no upsets in this second group. Let's put it like this. So far, no upsets in this second group around of first round team games. But that could change tonight. Can we get an upset from each part? That's my question. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. They finally added the 4th center back in there on Font Mob. Good. But I remembered. Nashville wearing the Johnny Cash kits. Moca wearing yellow. And we'll be getting going very soon. Both games on FS2 tonight for the Champions Cup. As I said, Canada women versus El Salvador women is on Golazo. Playing at the exact same time, Cincinnati versus Cavalier starts, which I think with the way that game could go, I think we will get some good focus on Canada versus El Salvador. But I guarantee you, Bupenz is going to look good in that game for sure. Against Cavalier, of course. Cincinnati Cavalier, of course. Corey Baird might just score too. It's just when they start playing real teams that things get a bit harsh. I said it. Coin toss here from Mukhtar. Once they're ready to go. Starting 11s are as follows for Moca in goal. Ramirez, Duran, Cambindo, Thomas, Dabas, Angeles, Montenegro, Sanchez, Ascona, Rossel, and Echeverri. So that's a 3-4-3, not a 4-2-3. But I put Espria at striker. You know what? At least for this game, yeah, sure. So we've got a 4-3-3 for Moca, maybe a 3-5-2, or a 3-4-1-2. Either way. Brian Lopez, the center ref. Juan Carlos Mora, William Chow, the ARs, the 4th, Ismael Cornejo. That Johnny Cash kit looks amazing under the lights. Nashville making their first Champions Cup appearance. Guillermo Pacheco, the VAR referee. Oscar Macias, the AVAR. How we doing, Risklander? How we doing? And for Nashville, in goal, Joe Willis, the back 4. Lucas McNaughton, Jack Maher, Taylor Washington, and Shaq Moore. We got Anibal Godoy, Sean Davis, Tyler Boyd, Hani Mukhtar, Drew Yearwood, and Sam Surridge up top. And I chose to go formation order this time, I guess. Amar Sejdic went to Nashville? Huh. Interesting. Nathan's still on Portland's roster. Okay. So game's about to kick off here. We have our 11s, and we're about to see our kickoff. So by the end of the night, we'll know who's on the catbird seat for all these current round 1 ties and what the round of 16 could look like if the second leg holds. Of course, if it doesn't hold, saw they went to Nashville, swear I saw some. Mad respect for you, sir. I have no idea how you talk without getting nervous in front of the camera. Natural charisma? I don't know. The fact that I'm a showman, I don't care. I don't know. It just comes easy. I don't know. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It's just the facts. It just comes easy. Kickoff. Here we go. Honey Mukhtar kicks it off in Nashville, and Moca's underway. And that's a horrible long ball, but at least it wasn't in the 90th minute, Odegaard. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Seriously, how do you hit a cross-field pass in the 90th minute away in a Champions League tie, knowing there's no away goals anymore? Like, all you have to do if it's 0-0, just win at home. And you choose to hit a cross-field pass that ends up getting intercepted, and then they score a golazo like they do. That's just idiotic. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, and that's just idiotic. Plays on, cleared away. Horrible throw-in. Expected better. Like, that's just horrible game sense. I don't know what else to tell you, but that's just horrible game sense. Like, take that stuff to the corner. You're only about a minute away from getting out with a draw. Without any away goals, where away goals doesn't matter, might as well just take the draw. Take it to the corner. And you could say Declan Rice should have pressed, which he should have, but you don't hit a cross-field pass that ends up in that position. So maybe he was still – maybe I'll give Declan Rice the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was stunned silent that Odegaard would have done something that stupid. With the set of rules there is, it's probably like, are you seriously going to do that? And then by the time he realized that ball was he needed to press, he's like, oh, shit. Like, I think maybe he was caught off guard. Like, yeah, he should have pressed, but I think most players would have been like, if there's a draw, we don't need away goals. Yeah, it would be nice to get one if away goals still counted. But we don't. They don't. I'd be question the thought process too. But enough about that. 3rd minute, 0-0, settle. Header plays down. Tyler Boyd, of course, got traded to Nashville from LA. Now that I knew about. Mukhtar trying to press. Nice Nashville kit. Thank you. I got it when I was in Nashville. It's their first home kit. Replica, of course. At the Adidas store in Nashville at Opryland. So there you go. That's also where I got the Mexico kit. So there you go. Had this for a while. But might as well. Let's go Nashville. I agree. 1, because I picked them. 2nd of all, I have a soft spot for them. So whatever. Especially with all the Canadians on their team. Corner here for Nashville. Even if I didn't have a soft spot for him, I'd still have to watch him. So might as well. Always did, but might as well. Header. Ooh, that's going to get cleared. Might as well. Shaq Moore chasing down the ball. Play it back to Willis. Ooh, that's out for a throw. Good offensive run by Moca, trying to make sure that gets screwed up. They sure did. Good play by Moca. Good play. Good play by Moca FC. Four minutes into this football match. Still 0-0 down in the DR. 0-0. Long pop-up of a throw, Surridge. Not too good of a second ball. Yearwood. There we go. There's the play. Surridge defended away. It's interesting to see Yearwood and Sean Davis play together again because they both played together on Red Bull. Yeah. I think they both played together, yeah. Mukhtar doesn't get there. So they're back playing together once again. Speaking of that Messi jersey I just saw, winner of this tag plays Miami in the round of 16. So we'll either have a Leagues Cup final rematch or we'll have a game where Miami certainly should win. The Moca's from the Dominican Republic. They qualified this tournament by finishing third place in the Central American Cup, or not Central American, Caribbean Cup. Harborview finished fourth. Of course, Cavalier finished second, who's also playing later today. Cavalier from Jamaica. The winner of that tournament was Robin Hood from Suriname, which is why they're in the round of 16 to play Herediano, which that'll be very interesting. I'm not going to lie. Robin Hood's a low-key good team. I think they could beat Herediano. The way they play, I think they could beat Herediano. It's going to be interesting. But the Cinderella story keeps running thanks to a upset, possibly. They got a better chance of keeping their Cinderella story running because nobody would have expected them to win the Caribbean Cup, let alone free kick here for Nashville. So you know what? I'm kind of rooting for it. Not going to lie. I'm rooting for it for Robin Hood. Come on. Then they'd have to play Philly or Pachuca, which I don't think. I think that'll be too tough sailing, but they give a good account of themselves. I'll be proud of them. And it's a quarterfinal tie if they were to get past. Shot! Saved! What a save by Ramirez. That's a corner. And the winner of Cavalier since he's going to play Monterey. Is this the same field that Violette beat Austin last year? I think it is. I think so. I think they did play this game. I think they did play their game at Estadio Cibao against Austin. I think so. It was in the DR, that's for sure. Header, because it couldn't be in Haiti because of political problems. I think it is. Boyd over the bar. I knew it was in the DR, but I think it was this one, yeah. Yeah, that tree's starting to, I think, yeah. If it's a Caribbean team, normally the, what's the word? Neutral side is the DR. If they need the neutral side, you know? Like Haiti with their political problems, which is why there were no Haitian teams. The reason why Violette's not in this tournament is because the Caribbean Cup, they did not allow the Haitian teams to join the Caribbean Cup due to the political strife in the country. So even if we want to see Violette again, playing forward. Shot! Save. Valeri said he has Houston on hold. Doesn't know what to make of them. I agree. Till they get Herrera back. I mean, Hector Herrera's out till October. I heard. He's out for most of the season, actually. It was worse than expected. So, I mean, and then losing their main striker after their current main striker after losing Corey Baird because of Sebas Ferreira having a bad injury. Once they get Bossy back, they'll be a little bit better. But Carrasquilla may not stay the whole year. They gave him a contract extension, that's true, but that just means they get a higher fee if they were to sell him. Or he stays that long. Either way, I wouldn't be shocked if that's just to get a higher fee on the sell-on value of Carrasquilla if they were to sell him. He's got to have a chance to move. Yeah, Houston is definitely... I think I may have put him a bit too high, I'm not going to lie. They did play well against St. Louis. They didn't look like they lost a step. That it was just that St. Louis was better. But that could change. I don't think Houston can win with their replacements. I think they have to, if they want to win, they have to use their best team. And the longer they use them, the quicker they get burnt out. I have them about 6th. That's probably about right. I had them 5th, which I think that might be a bit too high now. 11th minute, 0-0. See, that's why no Haitian team during Caribbean Cup. Exactly. '11th minute. I wouldn't say civil war, but I'd say domestic political problems. Domestic political violence is why. I wouldn't say it's to the level of a civil war, but here's a chance. Shot. Goal. Goal. Hani Mukhtar scores. 1-0 Nashville. Goal. 0-1 Hani Mukhtar. Goal de Nashville. What a run. Surridge plays it back on the 1-2. Mukhtar makes the run, and yeah, you can't let him have that. If he does, he's going to score. Sorry, yeah, Hani is still Hani Mukhtar. You can't let him have that. You just can't. No. And that's 1-0 already. Nashville with the away goal 12 minutes in. Hani Mukhtar. His first CONCACAF goal. This could get ugly for Moca. This could get ugly. They better hope they don't put Jacob Schaffelberg on the pitch, or this could actually get ugly. Free kick. I didn't know which one would get more ugly between Nashville Moca and Cincinnati Cavalier, but Nashville Moca could get pretty ugly. For Moca, not Nashville. Could get ugly. MVP Hani Mukhtar with the first Champions Cup goal in Nashville history. Or first CONCACAF goal in Nashville history. Cross in, not great. Thoughts on MLS season ticket holders getting first dibs on Copa America tickets during pre-sale? I think that should be correct, especially if they're playing in an MLS stadium or an MLS city. They should have a chance to have first dibs. I think that's only fair. Like, got to make the season tickets worth their while. And if it's in the MLS city, you might as well. Like, both the Arrowhead game and the Children's Park game. The Mercedes-Benz game. The Miami games. Yeah, I think there should be. MLS domination. Any more upsets for this tournament? Not in the first round, no. Cross in. Like, even if Houston comes back, I mean, I have no problem with MLS winning this tournament because Seattle already won it. I just want Toronto to be the first Canadian team to win it. So since Vancouver's out and Calgary's probably out, yeah, as long I'm fine with the MLS team winning the tournament, especially if it's Miami, because that means if Toronto were to somehow win MLS Cup, that means they'd be in the Club World Cup next year, and they wouldn't be screwed over for Miami. Because, you know, host team and all that. Since you've changed the CONCACAF Champions Cup to MLS Cup Champions, no matter what, qualified to the first round, no matter what country, technically you can't change that precedent back for the Club World Cup. Even if it's a Canadian MLS club, there's the host. They're the host team. An MLS team is the host team of the Club World Cup next year. So if Miami wins this tournament, that means the winner of the MLS Cup this year is the host team in Club World Cup. I'm sure you can't screw people. I'm sure you can't screw the Canadian teams and have to change the CONCACAF precedent. It's like, well, if we can get the CONCACAF spot, why not the Club World Cup spot? You'd be wrong. Toronto was so close to winning the CCL. Yep. All they had to do was score one goal in either game. They couldn't do it. I think Vela might actually be back with LAFC. They're working on a solution for him. What does that mean? I don't know. That's what Steve said. Well, hey, if Vela stays, maybe they got him on TAM. That team is legitimately going to be... Honestly, I think they're more dangerous without him. But you know what? MLS has won it. I don't know if Toronto would have won in extra time. I mean, we were still putting a lot of chances on net late on in that game against Chivas, and I would think if it went to extra time, we would have got the goal we needed. Question is will we given up another? And I think if it was still tied on aggregate after 120, it would have been penalties. So we may have just delayed the inevitable in that case, but we would have gotten a goal in extra time had they actually done extra time. I think you're right. I think we got screwed. I think Toronto got screwed in 2018. Had there been extra time, they would have won Champions Cup, or at least scored an extra time, and still went to penalties. But the way they were playing, I think they would have kept putting pressure on and probably would have scored at some point in extra time. I didn't say win it. I just wanted to be there. I mean, if Tigres almost did it, I see Miami, LA Galaxy, or LAFC as a host MLS team for the Club World Cup. Well, LAFC, oh, crap. They could be. Galaxy don't deserve to be put in for bullshit reasons. LAFC very much could if Miami were to win Champions Cup this year. Other than that, I think the fair way to do its MLS champion this year is the fifth team, the host team for next year's Club World Cup. I highly think Leon will flop in Club World Cup. Well, yeah, they got rid of Larkamon. What'd you expect? Well, I mean, they already flopped with him. In a big one, they're going to flop without him. They really let him go. Okay. And they look absolutely horrible right now. They look like a joke right now. That's why you don't get rid of your best manager or the person who you think could actually be the replacement for your best manager ever. But, I mean, you know who was on the market this summer after they fired Larkamon? Or I should say in the winter, my bad. You know who was on the market? Leon, that you could have just brought back after you fired Larkamon. I don't know, your former best manager ever. Yeah, Ignacio Ambriz. But no, they got some random dude. Columbus Crew should be the host. If they win MLS Cup or CCL, they'll be there. CSKA Moscow. Dominican Republic is where Moca's from. I know, exactly. And 30 minutes of stoppage time, too. Let's not forget about that. Well, yeah, it could have been Toronto versus Red Bull. But the reason Chivas played us is because BWP turned Pete Tottenham. It could have been MLS versus MLS in 2018. Toronto versus Red Bull, which would have been a lot interesting because guess what? The first playoff tie we had in 2017 was against the Red Bulls. I'm sure they wanted a bit of revenge on us because they lost on away goals and the fact Sasha Kleshin went and punched up Josie Altidore in the tunnel. I'm sure they wanted it back in blood, and I'm sure Toronto would have been like, oh, you think you're better than us? Nah, we ain't going to let you do that. No. I really wanted that Red Bull Toronto final tie because I thought we would win. Honestly, I thought we would win either after we beat America. But I wanted that Red Bull tie. I wanted that because, well, they were talking a little bit of shit. It's like, you're lucky we were down a man. We would have overturned that aggregate if Sasha Kleshin didn't punch out Altidore. You should be lucky we were down a man. Okay, all right. Let's see. 20th minute. That is true. That's fair enough. I like Cruz Azul. I have a soft spot for them. I think they're actually doing really well now, but I have a soft spot for Cruz Azul. I respect them. I don't have any hatred for Cruz Azul, if that's your question. I agree with that. That was an awesome jersey. I still want it. 21st minute. Nashville playing forward. Surridge. And the ball hits the defender first. I like the Timbers group chances we're in. Like the Timbers chances the group we're in at Leagues Cup. I agree with that. Crazy how Roma just beat Feyenoord in penalties. Good. I would be very pissed off if Roma lost to Feyenoord. That's why you don't fire Jose Mourinho. 21st minute. I'm just saying, don't fire Mourinho. Stupid. 22nd minute. Hit that like button, get us one going. Nashville, nothing there. "21st minute of football in this match. But yeah, I agree. Like, that Leon jersey was amazing. That was a beautiful jersey. Of course, because you can't have all those ads at a Club World Cup, so they make them make special jerseys. I also like the Tigres jersey from the 2020 Club World Cup. That was amazing. Monterrey's had some good Club World Cup jerseys. Get there every time they're in this damn tournament. The golden horseshoe up their ass. I don't know what it is with Monterrey in international competition, but in Champions Cup, I should say. The plot armor, I guess, for Champions Cup is still there until further notice. It didn't work in Leagues Cup, though. Plot armor didn't work in Leagues Cup, or it looked like it almost did with the LA Rose Bowl game, but turns out the plot armor doesn't work in Leagues Cup. Plays down. Nashville. Tyler Boyd. Cleared. Good clearance. But again, Monterrey still has the plot armor having a golden horseshoe up their ass during Champions Cup. Drew Yearwood's down. He's getting back up. Until further notice, until they lose, they have the golden horseshoe up their ass. They don't win the trophy is what I mean by lose. Because they always find a way to win this trophy. Monterrey's in the tournament. You can bet your bottom dollar. Even though I predicted them to lose this tournament in the end, I say the plot armor ends this year, but who's to say? And then on June 2nd, Monterrey's in the final, and guess what happens? Yeah, if they end up in the final, I'm predicting them to win because I just predicted Columbus is going to beat them in like the semifinals. Playing forward. Here's a chance. Surridge in goal. Goal! Nashville! Sam Surridge. Off the hands of the keeper and in. 2-0. Settle it all, Nashville. Onside, Surridge just dekes that defender and off the keeper's hands and in. Sam Surridge. Yeah, it's getting ugly. What a striker's finish for Sam Surridge. Boom. It's over already. What a finish. He just took that friggin' defender out of his jock. Finish. Boom. Sam Surridge. 25th minute. This is going to get ugly. Saludos. Surridge needs that for confidence. Saludos, Adam. MLS and Liga MX keep dominating. Well, this is a Dominican team. What do you think was going to happen? Like, Nashville might play some freaking terrorist football at times, but I don't think they're going to sit back against a Dominican team. They're going to take their chances. One thing about Nashville is if they have chances, they're going to take them. Here comes Drew Yearwood. It's not like 2-0 already, yes. They may play terrorist football, but they take their chances. I mean, come on. Nashville's not a team that just completely sits back. They take their chances if they're given. And Moca's going to give them chances. A whole kit of them. So, they could probably just play Huntsville City. If this gets really ugly, they could just play Huntsville City next week. Because their MLS Next Pro team's in Huntsville, Alabama. Your guess is as good as mine. Regardless of Miami's performances, they're likely getting Nashville. Yes. But Miami's already in the round of 16. They were seeded in the round of 16 against the winner of this tie. So they had 4 buys pretty much in the Champions Cup because, 4 weeks are round 1. 2 weeks from now, not next week, but the week after, the round of 16 starts. So we have another week of round 1, then the round of 16. Then 2 weeks of the round of 16, then we got the international break, and then, of course, after that, we go into the quarterfinals. I still really want to go to a World Cup match. Yeah, I mean, I plan on going to a World Cup match in 2026. And I also hope that I can get to Kansas City for that Peru game at Children's Mercy Park that they're going to play the CONCACAF Trinidad Canada playoff winner if Canada were to qualify. 27th minute, 2-0. Nashville maybe beat RSL 3-0 because they didn't put the chances, and should they, or I'd be worried. I mean, Miami, at least, they did play well yesterday. Miami played their best game in a while yesterday. Maybe Messi really was just treating preseason like preseason and not going beast mode. Not that he probably should have, but, I think Miami might have just treated preseason like preseason, but that was I guess preseason doesn't mean anything. Sometimes they just treat it like preseason. We will see against the LA Galaxy. I mean, Galaxy's made some good moves, but Miami's still Miami. If Miami plays like they did yesterday, they'll beat the Galaxy. If they play like they did in the preseason, they'll probably draw, I wouldn't say, or at least lose by 1 or draw. If they play like yesterday, they'll win. But I guess a quick 2-0 start changes the freaking the discussion of the situation. But if they keep winning, I know they're away. I'll be covering the game. It's like at 8 o'clock. I'll be live for that game because Toronto plays at 1:30. Toronto plays at 1:30. Trust me, I'll be live for Miami versus LA. I'll be live for both Toronto. Those 2 Sunday games. Sunday afternoon football and Sunday night football. And, of course, St. Louis on Saturday. we'll be doing the St. Louis game on Saturday. The first day opening weekend. So we got 1 Saturday game, 2 Sunday games. And it doesn't look like we'll have a special Monday Night Football game this year. Because if you remember last year, there was Of course, there was a snowstorm in Portland that made them play on Monday last year on opening weekend, if you remember. So we had a special Monday Night Football between Portland and RSL. Yeah. So it was Toronto, DC, Seattle, Colorado, RSL, Portland last year on opening weekend, which is pretty nice. I covered all 3 of those, if you remember. Header. Always try to do it big for opening weekend or opening week and the decision day. Which, here's the fun thing about decision day. Toronto doesn't play on decision day. So I might just, especially if there is a multi-view finally on the Apple TV app for decision day this year, I might just do an Eastern Conference multi-view and a Western Conference multi-view. Because Toronto plays... They got the DC treatment this year. If you noticed, DC didn't play on decision day last year. They ended their season 2 weeks early. They played all their matches early. They didn't have to play their last match on decision day. Toronto gets the bye week on decision day this year, which may be a good thing. If we're already in the playoffs, great. If we're out of the playoffs already, great. If I have to stress about results that aren't ours, all on decision day for the Eastern Conference, and we don't get to our fate's written from our side of things, and I've just got to worry about results and watch that line, I'm going to be pissed. That's probably the most likely situation, though. Safely in the playoffs is probably the least likely. Safely out of the playoffs is probably the most likely. Then, of course, you got the situation of we have our fate written on our side. We got to watch results on decision day, and we can do nothing about it. Should have done better earlier if we miss. If we make it, great. Somebody must have bottled it. Pellegrino signed for San Jose. Only MLS teams I see going far in Copa is LAFC and Miami. True. But we could use that Copa Interamericana as a little bit of a good measuring stick, so to speak. I wonder when they're going to hold that 32nd minute. It's a good wonder because honestly, I see 90 minutes more. Well, there will be a second leg to this tournament. There's still 60 minutes left in this game, or this tie, and there's still 60 minutes left here. I wasn't paying attention to the earthquakes because they're mid, so I'm going by comments here. Cavacita's on the Timbers list. The interest is real, according to Bogert. Yeah, besides, LAFC and Miami would probably do great. Other than that, they all probably would get reamed. Unless Toronto was good again, but it's going to take a while. I suppose this year. There's a Copa Interamericana this year between the Libertadores winners, the Champions League winners of last year, Leon, Leagues Cup winners of last year, Miami, and the Sudamericana winners. I think that's Fortaleza, or was it Universidad de Chile? Either way, they're going down. Well, no, Leon plays the Sudamericana winners. They may not go down. But just imagine if Miami were to beat Fluminense. Just imagine Miami versus a Sudamericana winner. If I was Miami, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Mukhtar is down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, Hani's back up on his feet. Good. I was like, oh no, he was down for a... Oh, Lord. Nashville, I mean, they got Schaffelberg, so that's the good news. Are all the games going to be in the States too? I would probably presume yes. Mukhtar is up. Hopefully, it doesn't get him subbed off. But, I mean, you're already winning the tie. Might as well sub him off at the half. They are going to sub him off for Jacob Schaffelberg to be safe. But at least he's walking on his own power. But Jacob Schaffelberg is replacing Hani Mukhtar. Come on, Jacob. Let's get a couple of goals. Okay? Come on, Jake. Come on, Jacob. We're going to see an early sub. Might as well get one or two, Jacob. Put this thing out of reach. Jacob Schaffelberg's 5th CCL appearance? Or no, 4th CCL appearance? I think 2021, I think he played multiple games. He did play the first leg in Panama, which is why Bob Bradley thought he could play left back. Probably looked at, he played left back in his debut. Played well, too. Nobody asked, Bobby. Nobody asked. Flamengo versus Fluminense derby is a lot funner than the North London derby, according to Brazilian football fans. I would agree with that. No, I would agree. The North London derby is a bit stuffy for me. Like, yeah, it's a derby, but by the fans, I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of banter, but it's a bit stuffy. Like, I mean, it's not... Like, most of these derbies in England are stuffy. Like, it's like the players play tough. The fans don't. You don't see it from the fans, though. Corner for Nashville. You don't see it from the fans, though. Like, I would be legit in saying that the 401 derby, Cascadia Cup, El Trafico are all better rivalries than anything in England. Anything. Fan-wise and game-wise. Crossed in. Surridge heads it over. Plays down. There'll be a side netting goal kick. Like, I would legitimately... I'm legitimately going to say it. The Cascadia Cup, especially Portland, Seattle, 401 derby, Toronto, Montreal, and El Trafico are all better derbies than anything in England. Any derby in England. Fan-wise, energy-wise, on the pitch-wise, they're all better. They're all better. Like, it's like to me, people saying, English derbies are better. It's like some idiot saying, Ohio State, Michigan's a better rivalry than Mississippi State, Ole Miss. No, you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. No, you just don't know. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. There's a reason they play that on Thanksgiving Day. There's a reason State Ole Miss goes first and they play it on Thanksgiving Day. It's so chaotic, it deserves a day for itself. It deserves to start the weekend off on a high. Egg Bowl. Exactly. It deserves to start the day off on a high. Player goes down. Penalty. No. No penalty, goal kick. I was like, Egg Bowl is way better than Ohio State, Michigan. It's way better than the Iron Bowl. Same thing with the 401 derby. You could say the North London derby is what it is. Nah. 401 derby's better. 401 derby is the best rivalry in North America, but it's honestly the best rivalry in the world. You can't change my mind. I don't want Monopoly money or V-Bucks, so I don't play Fortnite, and Monopoly money doesn't do me anything, so no. Playing forward. Cleared. Saturday, we got Clásico Joven, Club América versus Cruz Azul. Well, there you go. "39th minute. Worth the shot. You offer me something that's worth a damn for me, I would have done it. I don't play Fortnite. Do I look like Jinxie? I'm actually a fan of Jinxie. That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot. I like Jinxie. He's cool. Waiting for Chivas versus America. Best rivalry in Mexico. Fair. That's going to get some views when that's done in Champions Cup. And I probably will do the third game, too. I'm probably going to do all three in that little 10-day span. Just like I did Leon versus Tigres. Is that the new Spice Coke? No, it's just a regular. It's regular. I haven't had the spiced raspberry or whatever they just put out. I should try it. Bottles, of course, because cans are costing a lot of money. Thank you. Thank you, Sleepy Joe. Thank you, inflation. Thank you, Federal Reserve. Like, seriously, $9 for a 12-pack. Used to be like $3. Jesus Christ. Like, 1 liters cost less now. Butter costs less than margarine now, by the way. Legit butter costs less than margarine. It's ridiculous. Because margarine's supposed to be fake. Or I wouldn't say fake, but it's not really butter. Just oil. Hydrogenated oils and all that, so it costs less, you would think. Ole Miss lose the Egg Bowl once for celebrating a touchdown by acting like a dog peeing. Yep, 2019. The piss and miss and the double dismiss. Yes. That was a good night. That was hilarious. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty pushes back the field goal, the extra point. Luke Logan misses it. They lose the game. Egg defended in Starkville. Yeah, Joe Moorhead didn't lose an Egg Bowl. Matt Luke gets fired. And then the Music City Bowl. And then in the Music City Bowl, Mississippi State gets curb stomped by Louisville. And this wasn't a Lamar Jackson Louisville. This is a random Louisville team that shouldn't even have beat us. But we were absolutely... Joe Moorhead had lost the locker room. Garrett Schrader got punched in the face, and we lost the game. Joe Moorhead gets tarmacked in Nashville. Then Mike Leach comes to town. And that was awesome. And if he was still alive, we would have won the national title this year. But no. But doesn't matter. Jeff Levy's going to get us back on track. Doesn't matter. Dime time, baby. Dime time. Because we brought back the air raid pretty much with Jeff Levy. We just had to have a horrible year with Zach Arnett. But probably because Zach Selman's an OU guy, a Sooner guy, before he became the state AD. That's probably why we got Jeff Levy. So you know what? Is what it is. No derby can compare to that. You're right about that. Yeah, like, I love the 401 Derby, and I think it's very similar to the Egg Bowl, at least a lot of similarities. Of course, I'd find those. And TFC is more similar to Mississippi State than Ole Miss. Trust me, I know. But the 401, like the Egg Bowl, that might just be the best rivalry ever. Any rivalry. Mykhailo Mudryk loan in the summer for Chelsea. Well, might as well. He sucks. Might as well. He sucks. Cole Palmer is taking him out. Cole Palmer. I mean, Raheem Sterling isn't great either, but you know what? So much money, so little time. 44th minute. Moca started to chop down at Nashville, too. You know, I'm not mad about Mudryk being gone. Cole Palmer is him. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about Toronto FC, Montreal, and the Egg Bowl. One's 1A, one's 1B, and I'm not completely sure which is which. Just I know one's 1A and one's 1B. 44th minute. Sometimes it's the Egg Bowl is 1A, sometimes 401's 1A. Either way, it flips. It flips. Remember when the Raiders were still in the Bay Area across from Oakland, the rivalry between the Raiders and 49ers before they moved to Vegas? Yep, I remember when the Raiders were in Oakland. They still should be in Oakland, to be fair. Just like the Chargers should still be in San Diego, and just like the Rams should still be in St. Louis. The Rams should still be in St. Louis, the Chargers should still be in San Diego, and the Raiders should still be in Oakland. And the only move that's sort of acceptable is the Raiders. Like, I can understand Vegas. You know what's kind of funny, though? Both the Athletics and Raiders are both going to end up in Vegas. So they'll be back in the same city. How weird. 3 minutes of stoppage time. How weird is that? But the Oakland A's were originally from Philadelphia. Philadelphia A's and Kansas City A's, then the Oakland A's. But they've been in Oakland way longer than either Philadelphia or Kansas City. Like, the A's became Oakland, pretty much. Like, they're supposed to be there. That was like their sole home. They were supposed to be there. Now, you could say, but the Rams were in L.A. before they went to St. Louis. Okay, where did they win their first Super Bowl? Rio, it's on FS2, and of course, I would think, well, if it's not a Canadian game, it may not be on One Soccer. CONCACAF YouTube channel could probably be helpful, too, if it's not on One Soccer in Canada. But it's on FS2 in America. So One Soccer, CONCACAF's YouTube channel. But my point being is this. To me, if you didn't win shit in your previous city, and then you move and then you win something, you have your best era in that city, you shouldn't leave that city, even if that new city is going to be your former city. Like, there should have been basically sort of like the Cleveland Browns, you know? Fox Sports 2. But basically what should have happened with the Rams is like the Cleveland Browns. The new LA team should have been like Mazatlan, have a new name. Should have been the Rams franchise, but had a new name, new logo, everything. Basically pull a Mazatlan. Then the Rams should have been revived in St. Louis as a new franchise, but with the Rams history. It should have been like the Browns. Straight up. Straight up. I wouldn't have been as mad if Stan Kroenke's Super Bowl winning team didn't have the Rams horns on their helmets. Whatever the hell they wanted to call their LA team, I don't care. But if it was the LA whatevers, you know, that would have been a lot better than the LA Rams. And that ring, and they could have treated that ring as number one as they wanted to. So I guess either One Soccer or YouTube's CONCACAF YouTube channel. Down in Brazil, you're going to have to learn about a lot of these clubs' names outside the big ones like Flamengo, Sao Paulo, and Fluminense. Bragantino, Grêmio, Botafogo. I know what you're talking about. Cuiabá, Goiás. I know what you think I don't. Crazy. Halftime, 2-0 Nashville. Settle dos medio tiempo. 0-2 Nashville at halftime. Nashville pretty much dominating, but Moca's gotten a bit more chippy since. I don't have every MLS team jersey yet. Besides, I'll never have a Montreal jersey. And if somebody sends one, you might just get a video of me microwaving it. Who I really support? Toronto FC and St. Louis. That's who I really support. I do have a soft spot for Nashville, but it's Toronto and St. Louis. if somebody sends fan mail and it's a Montreal jersey, I mean, I have half of mine. Just throw that thing in the microwave. And I'll put it on. No, I'll put it on the channel. Screw it. I'll put it on here. I'll put it on here. They ain't doing special episodes no more. So I think it's up to me. They never have done this. I can tell you that much. Jory never did an MLS jersey. I can tell you that much. And I don't think that other dude did either. Not Dovahkiin. Damn it. Dubtastic. There we go. Yeah, I don't think he did it either. No. If you want me to do an airbag. I think we've seen that before. I haven't done an airbag in 4K. Imagine if Montreal would have won the Champions Cup back in 2015. I would have... I don't want to imagine a reality like that. So thank you, Club America. You've at least done one good thing. And that's beat Montreal. I was rooting for them then. That was before they basically broke my whole team in 2018. Basically led to them losing, even though we beat them. I guess they won the war. We won the battle. They won the war. Because they broke my whole team and we lost Champions Cup because they broke my whole team. All those injuries from that America tie, guess what? It bit us in the ass. The whole season. Not just Chivas, the whole season. So I'll be pissed that 2018 was a shit show. That's when I start hating Club America. When y'all chopped our team down to bits and made us lose Champions Cup and then have a shit season after that. Because everybody tried getting back to get us out of the hole and they got hurt again. So it's all your fault. It's all your fault. So thank you for ruining Montreal's dreams, but you ruined ours. So that's why I hate y'all. In the end, you ruined our dreams. We may have won the battle. You won the war. We didn't lose to Chivas. We lost to you. You just weren't on the pitch. That's why I hate you. See, there's a reason. See, that's why I don't hate Chivas. That's why I hate you. It's your fault. All of 2018 is your fault. Everything after America is not yours specifically, but the players. It's your fault. Your fault. Not Chivas, it's your fault. See, that's why I don't hate Chivas. It's your fault. We may have lost to them, but we didn't really lose to them. They just took advantage of our injuries. See, that's why I don't hate them, because they just took advantage of our injuries. I mean, shit, what can you do? What can you do? They're still a Mexican team, even if they were bottom of the league at the time. That's not a personal. That's against America. That's not against you. That's just when I say you, I mean the team. Just confirm. You had nothing to do with it except you watched it. You had nothing to do with it. I'm talking about the team. I'm talking about Miguel Herrera. I'm talking about the team. Dirty. Nice. Speaking of, I will be paying attention to the Canada-El Salvador game once that game starts. So basically a double without it being a double. An advertised double. I mean, that Cincinnati game's going to get ugly pretty quickly anyway. Might as well. Hope it's Toronto. I mean, well, at least they don't lie to their fans. There you go. Pioli, despite advancing, it's almost they threw the game away. They're afraid what's going to happen against Atalanta. in San Siro. Well, there you go. Well, that being said, we got to take a short break. We'll talk about the stats. Get going. Sit tight. 2-0, Nashville. We're back for the stats of the half. Stats of the half. 39% possession to 61% possession, 3 shots to 7, 1 shot on goal to 5, 107 accurate passes to 209, 64% pass accuracy to 85, 7 fouls 4, 0 corners to 4, 3 shots to 7, 3 shots to 7, 1 shot on goal to 1 shot on goal to 5. Yep. 166 passes to 247, 64% pass accuracy to 85. 7 throws to 11, 0 offside to 0, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 0-2, 0-2, medio tiempo. I mean, Nashville's dominating this game. I mean, this could get way uglier. I mean, they're dominating. They're dominating. Like, there is no way that Nashville is going to blow a 2-0 lead on aggregate or on the 9. There's no way. Like, yeah, Hani Mukhtar out for precautionary reasons, hopefully. Nothing more than that. We'll see on the weekend. But right now, I mean, Nashville is just better right now. They're the better team. I think there's a little bit of a – I mean, Moca's starting to hack a bit, you know. They're starting to hack a bit, but, you know, what can you do? Nashville's coasting in this one. I think Cincinnati will do the same thing. LAFC will sign a big name in the summer, apparently, per Tom Bogert. Yeah. Well, if they're going to keep Vela, how's that possible? Or is Bouanga going to legit be gone in the summer? I don't know. It's possible. Fair enough. I think somebody has to go if they sign somebody in the summer, especially if they keep Vela, which is possible. And that's an interesting thought. Interesting. Got to keep an eye on that one. Galatasaray are eliminated from Europe. Sparta Praha 6-4 down to 10 men. Galatasaray went out to Sparta Praha. Interesting. You would have. Damn, Galatasaray went down. How the mighty fall. Oh, how the mighty fall. You know they used to be mighty. You know. Crazy. Joe Willis made some good saves too. You know what? I like this comment. I was reading the Reddit thread quickly because why not? Because it's halftime. I like this comment from a Red Bulls fan. It says, at some point, Don Garber has to realize that the people he needs to keep are these freaks who flew from Nashville to the Dominican Republic in like the fourth year of the club's MLS existence to watch an obvious W Champions League game and are extremely audible on the broadcast right now, and not the people who showed up for Messi last night. How do I get them to stay for life and bring a friend next time? Should consume Garber's every waking moment. He's right. And that was a quote. The comment said freaks, not me. But who am I kidding? Everybody here, we're those exact type of fans he's talking about. Everybody on this chat is exactly the fans he's talking about. So, I mean, shit, I don't think it pissed anybody off. I'm just making sure we know that's a quote, okay? But he's right. But I just, you know what? Any Don Garber slander works for me. Any Don Garber slander works for me. Second half about to start. Don Garber, I don't care. Don Garber will legitimately hold this league back before he grows it. I don't care. And I guess the owners as well. But Don Garber's the one who's the lightning rod. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Point being is the owners and Don Garber are going to hold this league back before it ever really grows. Like, I'm legit wondering what happens when Messi leaves the league. That's what I'm wondering. Does the growth stay? Luima's coming on for Moca. Does the growth truly stay, or is it people like us the ones who stayed? And everybody else, and MLS just becomes what it used to be in 2020, 2021, after Messi leaves. It makes me wonder because, you know what? Checking the goal, second half about to start. It makes me wonder because, I mean, this league needs to build on this momentum. I'm afraid they're going to screw it up. I mean, if you look at how they didn't change the roster rules at all, I guess they already are. But Miami should have almost 30 million followers on Instagram by then, maybe once he leaves. And how many of those are going to unfollow the team once he leaves? Just a hunch. How many are going to unfollow after he leaves? As soon as it said, thank you, Messi, they're going to like that last post and then unfollow the team. Luima's on for Sanchez. You know how this works. It's like the Patriots fans who were Bucs fans because Brady went there. And I'm one of them. Honestly, I'm probably the one who didn't stop following the Buccaneers. I'm probably in the smaller group of the people who didn't unfollow the Buccaneers, who still watched them. I mean, it didn't help that the Patriots only won 4 games this year, and the Bucs made the playoffs, and I like Baker Mayfield. And Baker had a really good season. I already liked Baker Mayfield. So, I mean, if they were going to keep me at least for a year, that was the way to do it. Sign Baker Mayfield and then hope he has a really good season. He did. But I never unfollowed the Bucs. I still watched their games. I still wore their jersey, Brady, but still. It's exactly like the Messi situation is my point. What? There ain't going to be many Messi fans that are still fans of MLS in Miami once he leaves that club. They're going to lose most of those Instagram followers that they gained because of Messi. And any ratings as well. Unless Don Garber lets this league take off the training wheels and the owners. You have a chance to strike while the iron's hot, and I don't think they are. That's my point. Nobody's there for Suarez. And besides, anybody who's there for Suarez is probably already there for Messi. Let's be honest. Suarez's fan base is Messi's fan base, give or take. Give or take. PSG 67 million, dropped to 64 million once Messi left. Okay. So you're at least losing 3 million followers. Shot! Past the post. So you're at least losing 3 million followers. There you go. But I know exactly what the mentality of now it's 65 million, so they've gained back at least 1 million. Okay. But my point being is I know the mentality of these Messi fans. I'm not saying I unfollowed the Bucs. I still like the Bucs, shockingly. It probably, again, helped that they got Baker Mayfield. And I've always liked Baker Mayfield. As a player, I've always been a fan of Baker Mayfield. And he had a really good season. So that must have helped. I think that helped. But, I mean, I didn't even know I'd still be liking the Bucs until they played. I mean, yeah, I knew they got him. But, I mean, even in the summer, I was saying, you know what? Now that Brady's gone, I really couldn't give a shit about him. Turns out I was lying. I still give a shit about the Bucs. Now, let's see what happens when Baker... If Baker stays, yeah, I'm still going to care. But if he leaves, see what happens, you know? 48th minute. Berterame is a very good player. Whoever it is, I'll be happy. Berterame was a very important player for Rados until he got that unfortunate injury. He's gotten stronger since then. Yeah, and also Tano really doesn't like him for some reason. That's probably why Portland wants him. He's a good player, just Tano doesn't like Berterame for some reason, which I think that's stupid. But then again, Tano Ortiz is a dumbass. Yeah, he can win regular league games. The man certainly can't win a knockout game to save his life. He's like the Western Hemisphere Pep Guardiola. There we go. Yeah, there we go. No, I think Liverpool, Klopp legitimately, the difference between Brady, Messi, and Klopp is a lovable figure, but he ain't just making himself lovable. He made that team lovable. Klopp legitimately revitalized Liverpool. And not just because of him. He revitalized that team. He made people love that team. I don't think people are going to leave. I think they're going to try to see. I think people kind of want to see Klopp's ideas through, even with a new manager. Because that's the way Klopp is. I think he got people to be like, hey, see my ideas through. Believe in me. Love this club. And I think the way he's leaving is also him saying, trust me, the person who replaces me is going to be just as good as I am. And they're going to keep this ideal flowing. Trust me. And people trust him. So I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe a year after if it goes to shit. But no, people trust Klopp. I think the way he is helps Liverpool still keep their new sheen of the people's club, even if he's gone. There's a difference. Brady's like, yeah, the dude's the freaking GOAT. I mean, when it comes to Brady and the Bucs, it's like, that dude's the freaking GOAT. Of course the Bucs would win with him. Miami and Messi, it's like, of course, I want to see Messi win wherever he is. But Klopp's a different case, in my opinion. 44 million followers on Instagram, and they want to win the trophy first on Sunday. Jurgen Klinsmann has no job now. Nope, he got fired by South Korea. And don't you dare say he should go to Liverpool. That'd be the stupidest thing. And Surridge has a shoulder injury now. Yeah, Mocha's trying to injure everybody. That's just sad. Mocha is legitimately trying to injure everybody. I swear, that's like the third player they've taken down and at least rocked, if not injured. Jesus Christ. Like, Mocha legitimately is playing dirty. Cross in. Surridge. I mean, that went off his hand. Actually, no, that was friendly fire. My bad. My bad, that was friendly fire. My bad, that was friendly fire. But still, that's just bad luck then. That's just bad luck then. Friendly fire. I mean, Mocha's still playing dirty, but that was friendly fire. Well, at least I got Woobens Pashis, though. Woobens Pashis should at least keep them into an okay position. Woobs, it might be your time, buddy. It might be your time, Woobs. Oh, he's not on the freaking squad yet. Shit. Well, hey, may start MLS next week or on the weekend. Hate it for Surridge, but hey, at least Woobens Pashis is a good backup. May not play tonight, but he'll play on the weekend, I guess. Is Mocha a shit show? They're playing dirty. Tal Bunbury's on. I mean, he's on the bench, so might as well. But if he's starting over Pashis on the weekend, I'm going to scream. No, he shouldn't be. If Surridge can't play, of course. '54th minute, 2-0, Nashville. Oh. Trying to help Miami so Nashville has an injury crisis before facing them. I don't think Mocha is trying to do that. I just think they're playing dirty. I don't think they give a shit about Miami. Like, they knew they were the underdogs. They'd probably rather face Miami themselves. They'd probably get curb stomped. But I just think they're playing dirty because they have to if they want to win. If that so ends up helping Miami, like Club America helped Chivas back in 2018, so be it. You know? So be it. But I don't think they're trying to help Miami. It's just if it does, so be it. They're just playing dirty. At this point, I don't even think Mocha could beat Huntsville 2-0. Might as well just play Huntsville next week. And maybe Pashis, just to be safe. I got an idea. Play Huntsville all next week. Let's bring up all the Huntsville boys. Bring up all the Huntsville boys next week. Might as well. The ghost of Austin is not affecting Nashville so far. No, but there's a lot of dirty play and injuries. Maybe that's the ghost in Austin. Mocha playing forward. Thiago Almada's still in MLS. He's still in MLS, at least for the next 6 months, give or take, until the summer. But he will be at the Olympics. So it's very likely that pre-Leagues Cup is the last time you see Thiago Almada in a Atlanta shirt. And it's very likely he gets his move during the Olympics and then he doesn't come back to Atlanta. He goes to the team that he gets sold to. Possible. Very possible. So the goodbye for Thiago Almada will probably be a blink and you miss it type situation. Goal kick. Atletico Madrid or Ajax wants him. Those actually, I'd rather it be Ajax. I do not want to see Almada go to Atletico. That would be basically like João Felix. I don't think so. No. Under 3.5? No. Nashville still scored 2 goals. Just a hunch. Plays down. I think they'll score 2 more goals. Just a hunch. '57th minute. Playing forward. Cross. Bunbury. Oh, my God. Dude. He just pushed that to the side. That was just stupid. '58th minute. He just side kicked it back. Ow. '59th minute. 4. Jesus Lord. I mean, back in the top 4 after being closed in the relegation zone. Now they want to play. Yeah, Ajax they're doing a lot better. They started horribly, but they're doing a lot better. Speaking of, at least they're getting back out of the hole at the Eredivisie. Playing forward, that's out for a goal kick. Or that's caught for a goal kick. Yeah, Ajax is back at 5th. They've gotten back. Oh, Vitesse might just go down. Damn. Speaking of, let's look at France. France. I know Olympic Lyon was in trouble. They're at 11, so that's better. They're not in the relegation zone. And Schaffenberg's holding his hand. Jesus Christ. And Nashville, yeah, it's just a freaking sanctioned hit at this point. Yeah, Nashville versus Moca is just a sanctioned hit at this point. Jesus Christ. 60th minute. This is a sanctioned hit at this point. At this point, it's just a sanctioned hit. 61st minute. Nice were going to win the league. Was going to take care of PSG challenge. They were undefeated till November. Well, you wish, but PSG got up there. Kind of expected that. I think we all did. Like, if you didn't expect it, I got a bridge to sell you. Would have been nice to see another upset, but Scoreline is 2-0. Second minute, 2-0 Nashville. Marseille defeated Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. Well, there you go. Third minute. Marseille defeated Shakhtar Donetsk. Well, there you go. Here's a no sub for Moca. Third minute free kick here for Nashville. Plays in, cross past the post. Still 2-0. But thoughts on the bonus that Greg got for the World Cup? I mean, he hit incentives. I mean, I can't get mad at that. Like, I can't get mad at him hitting incentives. I'm sorry. I can't. They put incentives in contracts for a reason. I can't get mad at that. Playing forward, 64th minute. Like, they put incentives in contracts for a reason. Such is life. He shouldn't even be rehired, but such is life. What can you do? 2-0 still, 65th minute. Not yet. Okay. Lineups are available for Cavalier Jamaica, 1 versus Cincinnati. I saw the lineups. I'll bring them up. I'll talk about them when I start the next stream. But they're up. Corner here. Here's a chance. Brought down. Playing forward. Good. Of course, on the next stream, I'll be talking about both Cavalier, Cincinnati, and Canada versus El Salvador in the Women's Gold Cup. I'll be watching both. Playing forward, 66th minute. Cross in. Be a goal kick. 64th minute, Washington. Brendan Vasquez already has 2 goals in the Champions Cup. Monterrey, I know. See how Cincinnati does without him. Can Corey Baird and Bupenza make it happen? You know? Oh no, we'll find out. 67th minute. Header. Plays down, past the post. McNaughton doesn't get the header in for a goal. 67th minute. Oh, that was a horrible goal kick. That might end up being a goal. Luckily for Moca, that did not happen. That probably would have been the worst own goal of all time. I don't know. Oh, no. Maybe. Playing forward. Headed by Nashville. Still 2-0 for both sides. Or still 2-0 for Nashville, I should say. Hmm. 68th minute. Playing forward. Oh, good play. Bunbury. And he trips over the ball. Gives it away. My God. Like, with the way Mocha's playing, like, I would legit want to get a third or fourth goal just to make sure this is over and not really have to worry in the second leg. Or I would say, well, yeah, the second leg. I swear. It was horrible, Bunbury. Horrible. 69th minute. Playing forward. Nice. Schaffelberg. Cross. Shot. Goal. Jacob Schaffelberg. Rockets one into the top corner. And that's 3 for Nashville. Oh, he's offside. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Well, at least they didn't do that at the Gold Cup. I think they should check that, but that's just my opinion. No, he was off. He was off. He was off. He was truly off. Damn it. He could have held back and still made the run and got there. Shit, Jacob. Still 2-0. 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. I thought Jacob had that. Playing forward. '71st minute. Man. I mean, Nashville's doing what they got to do, but it could be. Tactical Manager TV will trigger all the Canadians calling them rude when they play Jamaica in the Nations League semifinals. Yeah, we know. We know. We know. Playing forward. Playing forward. '72nd minute. Playing forward. '73rd minute. Still 2-0 for Nashville. '74th minute. Still waiting for this. This game is honestly getting boring, I swear. This game's getting boring. Subs coming on. 74th minute, 2-0. Like, this game's legit getting boring. 2-0 Nashville. Schaffelberg making a run down the wing. Cross in. Headed away. Boyd. Tyler Boyd doesn't get there. 74th minute. Davis. Sean Davis spinning around. '74th minute, getting to the 75th. Last 15 minutes of the game. Tyler Boyd, Godoy, Yearwood, Tyler Boyd. Still has a chance. Shot. Goal. Yes, it's a goal for Tyler Boyd. His first with Nashville. Gets through the defenders and slots it home. Tyler Boyd. And that'll be the one that probably completely seals it. 75. 3-0. 0-3. There it is. Tyler Boyd slots home. 75th minute. Boom. Launch that. Good play. Good play. 15 more minutes, and that should be the one for Nashville that wraps it up. Tyler Boyd is definitely the answer for Nashville on the wing. Acting like Jacob Schaffelberg isn't there. Like, they should put Jacob Schaffelberg in the midfield. Nah, they're all onside. They're all onside. I don't think that's off. They're all onside. Damn it. They're gonna check it. As Kona's coming off, Canadian teams disappointed the CCL, yes. Because they have not made it out of the first round. None of them. Vancouver got a tough draw. Forge got a tough draw. That is a goal. Yep, it is. Still 3-0. Forge got a tough draw, but they still got eliminated. And Calvary, I think they had the best chance comparing where they were playing against. But they actually did the worst, to be honest. No fight at all. Like, no fight at all for Calvary. So, no, it was very, very sad. Ventura's on. Moca's made 2 subs. Nashville will be playing Red Bull's opener on their opener. Okay, yeah. 77th minute. '78th minute. '78th minute. You want that Miami rematch? Honestly, me too. I still think Miami wins though. '78th minute. Triple sub. We got Alex Mawil, Brian Anunga. They're going to make a triple sub with 11 minutes to go. I don't know if that's the best idea on the road in their first game of the season, but go right ahead. Sean Davis is about to, I'm guessing he's about to come off. So that's going to be Tyler Boyd for Alex Mawil. Sean Davis is coming off for Brian Anunga. And we got '16. No, boy. Drew Yearwood coming off. Drew Yearwood coming off for Josh Bauer. Drew Yearwood coming off for Josh Bauer in the 80th minute. That's the sub. All right. Apple TV, MLS, YouTube channel already made 778,000 views for yesterday. Miami game. Makes sense. 80th minute. 3-0 Nashville. Can't wait. There you go. 10 minutes to go. It's only been 19 hours since they uploaded. Oh, interesting. Good for MLS's YouTube channel. There we go. All right. Still 3-0, 81st minute. Had to change quickly because, next game. 82nd minute. (3-0). Of course, we got Cincinnati Cavalier. Sadly, no. Pay me. Them. Pay me. No. $7.46. 82nd minute. Bunbury gets a yellow. Great. I honestly want to say Bunbury's time has passed, but he elbowed him, of course. Football America's show last night was pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I watched it. Casey Keller did a pretty good job on there. I would say I enjoyed Casey Keller on there. A little bit more even-keeled than Herc, but he was pretty good. Casey Keller does have good ball knowledge. I mean, he played. That probably helps, but I don't think Casey Keller's going to clap back on Sebi like Herc does, but he still was pretty well-spoken, 83rd minute. I'll go with the word well-spoken. We'll go with that. 3-0 Nashville. Paraguay beat Costa Rica by a goal in the first match in Group C of the Gold Cup, Women's Gold Cup. Canada, of course, about to play El Salvador, and we'll be watching that as we're watching Cincinnati, by the way. So have fun with that. I'm sure the Cincinnati Cavalier game is going to get off the rails as well, so a good amount of focus on the Canada game. 84th minute. Nashville 6 minutes away plus stoppage time to a first leg win in this tournament, their first ever Champions Cup win. Schaffelberg chasing it down, pressing the keeper. Schaffelberg, causes a miss or causes a bad goal kick to be taken. Where you watch the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup in English, because Spanish is ESPN Deportes. That would be Golazo Network on Pluto. You can watch it in English. At least the Canada game, which is what matters. Who are these washed-up Caribbean teams? Paramount Plus for all of them, but most of them should be on Golazo. Of course. 85th minute. 5 minutes to go. Canada, Sabrina D'Angelo, Kadisha Buchanan, Shalina Zadorsky, Quinn, Jordan Heidema, Jade Rose, Prince, Gabrielle Carl, Jessie Fleming, Adriana Leon, Chloe Lacasse. Good team. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good team. That's a good team. Good. With Jessie Fleming captaining. Good team. Good 11. 86th minute. Oh, Ali Diab beat the hell out of Nabvahor. Oh, Benzema. Benzema own goal. He really hates Ali Tihad, doesn't he? Who are these washed-up Caribbean teams? Moca's the third-place team at Central or Caribbean Cup, don't you know? You saw that. I understand Spanish, so, I mean, if I wanted to watch it on Spanish, let's go. Yeah, Jess Fleming is a Portland Thorn, yep. '87th minute. Wait, red shorts? So either Canada's wearing white, or they got a new jersey, or they're just wearing red shorts with their black and red jerseys. They won't put out a new jersey for the Gold Cup and Olympics, would they? Nice. Benzema scoring to OG is hilarious. He legitimately hates Al Ittihad, I swear. '87th minute. El Salvador, of course, won the play-in to get into this group, and they're playing Canada first. 87th minute free kick. Free kick, triple run, and over the bar. Joe Willis had nothing to do with that. '88th minute. Would you ever move to California? No. '88th minute. Rip Moca. Yeah, pretty much. But I would never. I don't think I would ever move to California. There. I don't see why. '88th minute. '89th minute. I mean, '89th minute corner. That's California for you. '89th minute cross. I mean, would I visit? Yeah. Like, would I go to LA for the World Cup? Yes. Do I have a friend in San Diego? Yeah. Would I probably go to California sometime in my life? Yeah. Would I live there? No. No. '89th minute. Come to Denver, nice summer like Florida, nice winter like Buffalo. We got the best of all seasons. That's fair. I could see myself living in Denver. Yeah, I could see that. Not saying I would, but I could see it. I just can't see myself living in California. 30 seconds to go before stoppage time. 30 seconds. '89-40. Oh, they blow the whistle straight up. Screw it, man. Just blow the whistle straight up. 10 seconds. 90th minute. What are they going to do? Over the top. Saved. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Jesus Christ. No one's interested in moving to New Mexico these days. It's just nobody's ever really been interested in living in New Mexico before. I don't think, I don't think it's anything against New Mexico. It's just, New Mexico. Such is life. Two minutes to go. 3-0 Nashville. Of course, we'll be jumping on to the next stream in seconds after this is over. 1:30, halfway through stoppage time. We'll still complain about in Idaho about California's moving. Yeah, I would think so. 1:38. $20 seconds to the final minute. Get up. I will consider living in Portland or Seattle. Portland's nice. $2:10, 50 seconds. Drop ball. Well, Roy could answer that question for you, but I ain't heard nothing bad about Portland. Long ball, headed away. $10 seconds. Moca. Full time. Full time. It is 3-0 Nashville. Cero a tres. Esta noche, Nashville win the game, and they pretty much put themselves in the catbird seat for leg 2. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe, and know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, subscribe, send some chats on the live streams, comment on this video. But it's a pleasure. Share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you in a couple of minutes for Cincinnati, Cavalier versus Cincinnati. Nashville, big win. Let's see how Cincinnati and Cavalier goes. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you later.